I'm Ben Lanz, Executive Advisor for APC Media, Power Systems Technology Magazine. We're here at IEEE Grid Edge in San Diego, California to interview thought leaders in our industry to hear their insights into the challenges that we've been facing for the last couple years and what do we need to be working on. Through these interviews, we're going to bring their insights to you, our readers. I hope you enjoy. Our next guest is Mark Park, Engineering Manager, Systems Engineering Manager with EarthGrid.
That's correct, yeah.
EarthGrid. Well, I know some of your team, but this is our first meeting. Mark, tell me, what do you do at EarthGrid?
Well, so I'm the Systems Engineering Manager. We are developing a high-temperature plasma boring technology that's designed to go much faster than your conventional boring methods and be also much more efficient at the same time. So yeah, so I'm in the core team there that's developing and iterating on these machines that's going to be boring roughly 1 meter diameter tunnels, starting with 10 meters distances, and then we have plans to go much further than that in the coming years.
This is fascinating. You know, I got to see some of the early prototypes over a year ago. With your CEO, Troy Helming, and others, and what an amazing technology. So we're here at Grid Edge, and this is your first time at Grid Edge, and you've already gotten to meet some of the movers and shakers in the industry here.
That's true.
So from your perspective, you're really looking to change up the industry and really make a difference with this underground tunneling technology. But what about from your perspective, when we think about a resilient, reliable, and sustainable grid, what are some of the challenges that you have seen that we've been able to solve in the last couple of years? From your perspective, what are some of the things that your company's solving or you've seen others solve? And then, of course, my next question is going to be about the future. So currently, what are some of the things that you see we're doing a good job in solving as an industry?
I think there's still a lot more to be done in the future, but in terms of the new initiatives coming out to underground a lot of our utilities, which also happens to be the focus of our company, the fact that there's conversations happening and also events, conferences like this throughout EEE, we're actively thinking about those and exactly how to deploy those improvements. I think that's what gets me excited, and that's what honestly piqued my interest when I joined EarthGrid about 2 years ago. And that's part of the, I guess, solutions we want to keep improving on.
Yeah, it is quite remarkable how many utilities are making the investment to underground, and we know that. And I think EarthGrid's finding out that the reality of the life cycle cost of underground is actually better in many cases than overhead. So that is something that you're even trying to bring the cost down even lower, right?
Yeah.
So in the next 3 to 5 years, where do you see the big challenges, whether it be with your company and the technology you're developing, or really the industry as a whole?
Well, I guess industry as a whole, there's so many different issues and it's such a multifaceted problems to our forecasted power needs, to the generation, to the distribution of the energy, and also monitoring and managing the grid and so on and so forth. But I see where I get most excited about or interested in is the transmission needs of the country, and that's the problem that pops into my head the most, and the solution that I want to help in the most. And the goal in the next 3 to 5 years is to enable, say, cost-efficient, faster boring technology that drastically reduces like the initial investment and the time it takes to get these undergrounded transmission lines installed. That way, it's a lot more palatable and a lot more achievable to underground more than our target, say 50%, going from 20% to the 50% mark and more in the next coming few years. That would be that's I guess the foremost problem or the risk that I want to solve.
Right. Well, what an exciting opportunity for a career and a challenge to solve. And as I understand it, you guys are talking about initially demonstrating shorter lengths of tunnels, but extremely long tunnels. This technology conceptually could make a tunnel across the United States.
Yeah, that's our audacious goal. We want to have an interconnected grid. We call it the Super Grid 2.0, essentially evolving the grid as of today into the next, and that's exactly how we want to do it. Once we develop and mature the boring technology that can do short segments, and it becomes a mature technology where we can go miles at a time super fast, then it's not hard to imagine the entire United States being on essentially one grid where you have power, any type of utilities, power, data, water, the possibilities are endless.
Yeah, it's massive. And we're talking potentially vehicle-sized tunnels too, right? Not even just small tunnels, right?
That's correct, yeah. So we're starting off with the 1 meter diameter tunnel for now, but we do have plans to go up to scale that up to roughly 2.5 meters, 8 feet diameter, so that we can do transportation, e-commerce, as well as utility and data.
Yeah, fascinating, awesome. So this is your first time at Grid Edge, and you've got to meet you were talking to some people from Cal ISO and different utilities. How's it been so far?
It's been eye-opening. So I consider myself very new to the industry, and before I joined EarthGrid and started looking into all of the different aspects that go into solving our infrastructure challenge, I just didn't know. I had no idea how many moving pieces all need to come together. And attending this conference, where people talk about generations to transmissions to all the technologies that go into enabling our goals, it's been a very good learning experience, let's say. Yeah,
excellent.
It's super cool that conferences like this exist and to help spread awareness of the problem and just the monumental task we're all trying to tackle together. And so it's been super encouraging to see there's so many people who are so passionate about solving the infrastructure needs here.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Great. Well, Mark, thanks for stopping by.
Thanks.
Good to catch up.
Appreciate it.